Perhaps there's a bit much going on in Chattering already to make this an effective first demonstration of React Router. I don't know how you feel about that. So I'll start a new project from scratch just to show routes a little bit. If you can, yes. I would encourage you to do that because there's some fun stuff you can do with it. So let's do it. Let's make a new project. So I'm going to kill my server. Going to go up a directory to, for you guys, hopefully XTBC. And then I'm going to call create React app again. Create React app API party. All right, I've got it. It's called API party. Don't forget to switch into that directory before you do anything else. And then once you've done that, create a new Git repository, which we do with git init. Make sure you do this from inside the right directory. So it seems like only 3 people are coding along. Is it because you're still waiting on create React app? Or okay. Okay, cool. But you know to do git init when you're done, right? So once you have it, we'll do some of those same things we did first thing last time. We'll go into index.html, change the title. It says React app. Let's change it to API party. Don't need to change anything else. And app.js is going to have a bunch of stuff that isn't ours. Let's just replace all that with an H1 that says API party. It's got a CSS file that has a bunch of CSS that isn't ours. Let's just backspace over all of that. And we don't need to import logo SVG because that was something that was in their JSX, not ours. So I will remove the reference to it, and I'll actually remove the file too because we don't need it.
Delete everything in app.css?
Yeah, just delete everything in app.css. I'm removing semicolons just so my code is consistent in the end. You don't have to do that. And if I'm lucky and I hit yarn start, then I should see my H1 instead of seeing the default create React app page. So when I've done that much, I'm going to go ahead and say initial commit. I have a more or less empty create React app. I've just replaced all the contents with a single H1. There's actually less in here than there was before. So it's close to an empty React app as we can get. As always, with a new Git repository, notice my repository has no remotes configured to push to. I'll go out to my GitHub. I'll create a new repository. I'll call it API party. After I create it, I'll copy those familiar 2 lines, git remote at origin and git push -u origin master. And I'll run those from the command line. Now, of course, my server is hogging my terminal, so I'll just open a new window or a new tab and run it there. And I should get a message like that. If I get something about ref spec, an error about ref spec, that means I'd never made my initial commit. So don't forget to commit.